Hi, my name is Claude Nougard. I'm the CEO and co-founder of ErgoSuture. I would like to thank the MedTech Strategist team for the invitation to present before you our company, its vision and product. ErgoSuture was founded to leverage technology to drive surgical care innovation and close the gap between surgical care demand and the lack of skilled surgeons worldwide. The Driving Wall, our first product, exemplified this goal. It was invented by Dr. Luis Almodovar, surgeon himself, and co-founder of ErgoSuture. The Driving Wall is an advanced suturing system that has the simplicity of a regular needle driver, enabling faster adoption across surgical specialties. Over 2 billion people are unable to receive surgical care worldwide. This is primarily due to the scarcity of operating rooms and trained surgeons, high healthcare costs, as well as an aging population and the growth of chronic diseases such as diabetes and obesity that require further surgical care intervention. Our vision at ErgoSuture is to deliver comprehensive and accessible surgical solutions that become global standard of care. We will execute on this vision by doing at least one of two things. We will make tools more efficient to improve surgery output, time, and cost, or we'll transfer surgical techniques through a device to lower skilled surgeons or healthcare providers. Our execution, this time will be on the second part. We'll be focusing on minimally invasive surgery. Minimally invasive surgery has transformed patient outcomes by leading to faster recovery times and reduced complication rates. However, the instrumentation used has evolved little since the inception of minimally invasive surgery. Needle handling is perceived as challenging for new surgeons as it is for experienced surgeons. Hence, a recent survey conducted by ErgoSuture has confirmed that surgeons are still unhappy or unsatisfied with available suturing products. They seek better needle handling, improved access in hard-to-reach spaces, and shorter suturing time. Our mission will be to drive surgical innovation in minimally invasive surgery through the design and development of advanced suturing systems. Our total addressable market will be around $6.3 billion worldwide. We will focus primarily on the US market at launch, which is worth $1.9 billion. We will target both suture thread as well as automated suturing devices. We will also be targeting specialties such as general surgery, using minimally invasive techniques, urologists, and gynecologists. Laparoscopic surgery or minimally invasive surgery is served by three segments: the regular needle drivers, the robot-assisted surgical platforms, and the advanced suturing systems in which we'll be competing. Two products are currently in this segment in the US, the EndoStitch by Medtronic and FlexDex. When these two products have provided incremental benefits as well, such as one-hand suturing, knot tying, and easier ergonomic, for surgeons, this still provides substantial challenges, that would require, to learn a new technique, such as the EndoStitch, using a straight needles, but as well as still the need to twerk your wrist with a FlexDex. The Driving Wall will provide a shorter learning curve, a decreased needle handling effort. We'll be able to use across platforms from open surgery, laparoscopic, bariatric, as well eventually in robotic assisted, and will be more cost effective. What is our solution? We have simply changed the relationship between the needle and the driver. Contrary to the earlier product, which basically were forcing the surgeons to actually twerk their wrist, such as in the case of the straight shaft, or even the robot, which basically was replicating the hand, of the human, inside the body, done in open surgery. That basically there was no, time benefit per se, but better precision. Devices such as ErgoSuture has basically, created additional challenges by creating new steps and new way of suturing that require basically a longer learning curve for surgeons, and that has hampered their adoption. By replacing flat tips by rollers, we have completely changed the relationship between the needle and the needle driver. We provided, as you can see in this video, continuous fluid motion of the needle along this arc. And these are used for forehand and backhand suturing, reverse motion of needle without releasing and regrasping, and self-correction of the needle placement in particular orientation. In this short video here, you will see illustration of this. A surgeon using drive and roll for the first time has the ability to use this device as a traditional needle driver. Hence, they can grab the needle without using the rollers and stab to the tissue as they would do with any needle driver they are currently using. But they can also leverage the rollers that will enable them better control of the needle passing through tissue. That will also decrease effort to retrieve the needle from tissue and reposition for preparing for the next cycle. Our technology and device are covered by half a dozen patents in the US. We have recently extended our patent ex-US for the needle driver, and we also developed and submitted some provisional patents for our family of needles that we are currently developing for our product. Our product is composed of different elements. We have the needle driver that is composed of a detached reusable handle that can be used up to 300 times or autoclavable cycle, and a detachable shaft that can be used up to 5 times. We're also developing needles. We'll have a tapered ramp that will be used on both platforms using regular needles. But providing this tapered ramp will protect the thread from cutting following overwalling of the needle. And we're also developing groove needles that will provide the surgeons with the ability to place that needle in any angle possible and drive it along the plane as if they would require an articulation, but without the mechanical development of an articulation at the end of the device. The business model will be, basically a razor blade model. We'll be launching the device as a kit, providing, the handle, and we'll provide, the surgeons with 2 different sizes of, distal end. They will be, they will have the choice between a distal end used for open surgery, laparoscopic or bariatric at launch. Initially, this will be sold as an 8mm device. But a year later, we'll expect to launch the 5mm version of that device, enabling better precision and basically increasing our entry in other segments of the market. We'll eventually launch a robot arm and effector of the drive and roll, which will provide the opportunity for the surgeon to use the same device across all platforms, from open surgery to robot-assisted surgery. Eventually, we launch a third device at the end of the cycle, which is drive and walk, which is for high throughput suture platforms, just cosmetic, reconstructive surgeries, as well as ER and EMTs. Our sales targets, will be around $245 million over the next 5 years, with a peak at $152 million by year 5, with an EBITDA at 36%. We are currently raising $8 million in Series A equity to pre-money valuation of $24 million. That will be used primarily to support our marketing, research, and infrastructure development. We are also considering, non-dilutive, R&D funding, and would we be successful, we will actually reduce our ask proportionally. The second round is expected around $12 million for Series B, and that should lead us to our break-even point in early 2023. I'm looking forward to meet with you. Thank you.